psychedelics, one of the many interesting things
Oh,
about psychedelics
been playing bad.
is, for a start, new evidence that's emerging from scientific studies. At last, psychedelics have been taken out of the closet and are being examined for their therapeutic potential. And one of the things that it's very clear that psilocybin definitely does is mushrooms,
Yeah.
which is closely related to DMT. It's a kind of orally edible, orally ingestible form of DMT. They promote neuroplasticity. They cause new neurons to grow in the brain. They make us smarter. Let us pay great tribute to Terence McKenna, a brilliant thinker in this field, whose book, whose stoned ape hypothesis, and whose book, The Food of the Gods, was one of the early recognitions that psychedelics may have been the trigger that took our ancestor out of millions of years of boredom and put them on the path that we recognize as modern humanity.
Yeah.
It's a perfectly reasonable thing. Also, the way that psychedelics are very helpful with depression is very interesting. And why is that the case? Depression, and I speak from experience because I've suffered myself from a long period of depression back in the early 90s. Depression is a very narrow, rigid frame of mind where you get locked into recurring patterns of thought and they're very negative, and you keep on repeating them to yourself, and you start hating yourself, and you just can't bear anything. You're locked, and you can't escape from it. And what psychedelics seem to do is that they break that pattern. They just break it completely. And in this case, for depression, what seems to work best is a massive dose rather than microdosing. Microdosing is great as well.
You have to snap yourself out.
You have to snap yourself out of it.
There's also, like, I think in depressive states, there's a narcissism wrapped into it.
Maybe so.
Not a narcissism in terms of, like, I'm the best, look at me, everything's about me, but in the negative side of that.
It's all about you still.
Yeah. And that constant negative thought. But taking and having a psychedelic experience will make you realize maybe how small you are in the grand scheme of things, or how you are intertwined into the fabric of humanity, so it can break out of that.
Ego death will disconnect you from the universe conspiring against you.
Exactly.
You're not that important.
And if you belong to a species that has been making the same kind of stone tool without any changes for more than 1 million years, two things are happening. Clearly cultural information is being passed down, and clearly you're locked in a very narrow frame. And then suddenly it changes.
Shit, he has...
start producing this extraordinary cave art, this amazing cave art. Whether you're talking about
botched this.
La Lindosa in Colombia.
Yeah, he can just go back and take my queen.
The art is stunning, and it is classically psychedelic art. It is featuring geometry, patterns of swirling dots, zigzag lines. There's Serrania de la Dosa, and there's one of the extinct Ice Age megafauna with the arrow.
Oh, how did I lose that game?